This morning we want to invite you in a very real and significant way to remember the past, to this morning adore our Lord because of His goodness and His faithfulness to you and your life, me and mine, in days gone by. Open to, if you would, to Joshua chapter 4, and this morning, just like the Israelites, in Joshua chapter 4, we want to give you the opportunity to look back. Oh, come, let us adore Him. We want to give you the chance this morning to look back at the faithfulness of God. The people of Israel, God has been guiding them. God has been leading them from the beginning of their journey. It was all about His direction for them as He led them to the what? As He led them to the promised what? Land. So He's leading the people to the promised land. They're doing well, they're doing not so well. It's quite a journey, quite a story, but here they are. They're really close, and they're almost to where they're supposed to be, and they come upon this thing called the Jordan River. When their feet dipped in the edge of the water, for the Jordan overflows all its banks, all the days of harvest. This was a large, strong, full, rushing river. The waters, verse 16, the waters which were flowing down from above stood and rose up in one heap. The entire nation of Israel and the Ark of the Covenant have to get to the promised land. They have to get across the Jordan River. And I want to just say this to you this morning, all of you have been there. But there's this river in front of you. There is this circumstance, this physical reality, whatever it is, it seems insurmountable, it seems ominous, it seems huge, it seems like there's absolutely no way through. God, in His time and place, stopped a river completely. This morning, adoring Him, adoring the Lord for the ways in which He has shown His faithfulness to you. When you hear people talk about this issue of God's faithfulness, there's a couple things I think that are very important for you to keep in mind. He doesn't exercise His goodness and grace because, number one, we deserve it. It's exercised because He's just so gracious. And secondly, look at this. Blessing and goodness and grace don't come because blessing is always best. You'll hear this. I hear it often. You'll hear people talking as if in this conversation there's this understood reality, this understood truth that blessing is always best and that God is always about blessing. And I want to just make sure you're clear on this. He doesn't always stop the river, does He? So you're sitting there this morning and you're thinking with me, if it's not, okay, how does the rescue come? How does the goodness and faithfulness of God make its way to me? How does this all work? If it's not because I deserve it, which I don't believe we do, and if it's not because blessing's always best, what is it? God brings deliverance to us in His time, in His place, because He's deeply committed to our growth and His glory.